Welcome back, everyone, to Montgomery County's Engage at Home, brought to you by the county's Caregiver Support Program. Our guest today is Tim Brant. Tim is the founder and owner of Brant's Driving School, located here in Montgomery County. Tim is a certified driving instructor, and for our conversation, he's going to be also sharing some valuable information as a certified driver rehabilitation specialist. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. So, Tim, your field of expertise is not well known. Can you please describe what you do?
Absolutely. Yes, driver rehabilitation is a very not well-known field because it's very specialized. So what we do is specialize in evaluating and training people of all ages. We're particularly talking about, let's say, elder drivers in this interview, but we work with people of all ages, and our primary goal is to help people maintain their driving independence or regain their driving independence if they've lost that for some reason, for as long as they can safely drive.
Most important, and I think that that's one of the things that we're wanting people to learn from these conversations for this week. So I understand that you see a lot of drivers who had a significant health event, maybe a fall, a stroke, or another issue. Can you describe a success story from a client that really illustrates how you and your work is of benefit?
Absolutely, Lily. I evaluated and worked with a gentleman who was retired, and he suffered a traumatic amputation. He was in an accident, no fault of his own. He was struck and he lost his right leg. So after his rehabilitation in the hospital, and he was doing well, then he came to me for driving. He wanted to learn how to drive again, and I did an evaluation with him and trained him with a special left-sided gas pedal. And after some training and retaking the driving test, which he successfully passed on his first attempt, then he got his own vehicle equipped with this left-sided gas pedal, and he regained his independence. He was very very happy, obviously, to regain a wonderful quality of life, and it was just a great success story that started from a tragic accident, and he continues to drive to this day.
That's a fantastic success story. As part of this series, I interviewed someone from CarFit, and they shared a lot of the information about what they do and that they have these wonderful online training resources. I imagine that you also see people who have really the signs of aging, the things that happen to us all as we age, some of the physical changes. And I'm wondering how you have helped some of those drivers keep safe and engaged and behind the wheel.
Absolutely. Yes, when we evaluate someone, we look at their posture behind the wheel. We look at how they're sitting, and through the aging process, we all tend to shrink. The spine gets shorter, and we all just shrink a little bit. That's natural aging. So we will look at, we have a lot of different simple things that could help people, from cushions to get them sitting up so they can see out the windshield better, to maybe through aging, they can't turn their neck and their shoulder quite as well as they did when they were younger. So some simple little blind spot mirrors could help on the mirror, on the outside mirrors, or a bigger inside mirror. Those are all low cost things that we can help people to locate and that would maintain their independence and improve their safety, because when you can see better out of the car, then your safety improves. And just being able to do those simple things. Another very simple thing, sometimes people have a hard time getting in and out of the car. So there's little gadgets that are low cost that we can show people. And most of these things people can now buy on Amazon.
It sounds like you're very passionate about your work, and it's terrific to see someone who loves what they do and is really making changes in the community.
Absolutely. I have been in this field, Lily, for almost 30 years. And I love helping people. Many people come to me and, they're very nervous, they're anxious about driving, or they're trying to get back their driving independence. And it's the most rewarding time when I can help someone to understand that they can continue to drive and be independent and be safe. There's many appointments that we end with hugs.
Terrific. And that's what we want our viewers to know, that this is something for them. So I do know that unfortunately health insurance doesn't cover the cost of the assessment. So it'd be good to know what's the average cost for a driver assessment, and actually how long it takes to go through that assessment.
Correct. Most private health insurance does not cover this type of service. So our fee for the total evaluation, which includes the clinical and the behind the wheel, we do the whole evaluation at one time, at one visit, is $575. And that's very comparable to many other programs in Maryland. And the time for the evaluation is roughly 3 hours. I like to allow a little bit of extra time for folks, because a lot of our pre-driving tests are what I call old school. They're paper pencil, they're question answer. I learn a lot about someone just by sitting at the kitchen table and talking to them. So I don't rush anybody through these tests. And then on the road, again, it could be, we could drive for 45 minutes, we could drive for an hour. A lot of elderly folks, retired folks, already self-limit their driving. They only drive a few miles, from their house. So I tell people 3 hours, and that's a good estimate.
Excellent. And it really sounds like it's value for money, because what we're talking about is helping people as best as we can for them to stay safe and independent.
Absolutely right. You hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of value. So when someone does our evaluation, when we are finished, we give concrete recommendations. We could have some of those little devices to help them. And there's other resources from the county. So we have the list of the county resources from Montgomery County that many people are not aware of. So, we're trying to give people resources and information, and I like to think they get a lot of value for their buck.
It's good. That's what we like to hear.
That's what we like. Yes.
Value for bucks. This has been a fantastic interview. We're near the end, and what I'd like, really to give you the opportunity of, final thoughts. What do you want our viewers to have as takeaways?
What I'd like the viewers, first of all, I thank the viewers for watching this, and I'd like their takeaway to say, a driver evaluation, we want everyone to continue driving as long as possible. Our goal for everyone is to maintain their independence, and we know when someone can maintain their driving, they feel better about themselves. They can go out to dinner, they can go visit friends, they have a better quality of life. and that's a fact. And we want to help people maintain that. Safety is number one. Obviously, we want everyone to be safe. I would like the viewers to realize that we want everyone to continue to drive as long as possible, and their safety is the number one priority. And we're here to help them. We're a resource for them as much as possible.
And I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us today, because Montgomery County is a county with a large population, a very large population of older adults, and it's just continuing.
Yes.
And so we want our roads to be safe and our citizens to be safe and enjoying themselves.
Absolutely. I agree 100% with that. Yes.
Tim shared a whole lot of resources. If you're wanting to contact a driver rehabilitation specialist, it could be for a family member, or it could even be for yourself. In the description where you found this video, I have included a link to the Maryland State's official list of driver rehabilitation specialists, and you will find Tim Brant on that list.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank you, Tim. It's been great having you here, and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you for having me, and all the best to you as well.
Wonderful. You have been watching Engage at Home, brought to you by Montgomery County's Caregiver Support Program. And as always, I remind you to stay calm.